Hey, 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 hey. It's Chunky Monkey Diamond Cutter. Um, I'm running a few minutes behind you guys. Hold on just a sec. I'm cleaning my jewelry. I put a necklace on this morning. A pretty necklace, a dragonfly necklace. I looked at my jewelry box. Anyway, I put it on and I went in the bathroom a while ago to wash my face, and I freaking I looked at my dang neck and I could it looked black. So it was a real necklace. Anyway, I cleaned it. So I started cleaning all of my jewelry with some toothpaste. That's the best stuff. And then microfiber. I hate peas. Ruby red dress. Christy, Miss Ann, Stardust, and AJ. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? It's been a rainy day here. Pink waving right back at you, sugar. Yeah, I was listening to old Jilly Bean, and Queen Bee talked about Gina last night, and hey, twin thing, you make my heart say. Did any of you guys happen to catch Jilly Bean? Because I did a little screen recording on it for a few minutes. That girl was. So apparently, last night Queen Bee and them were talking about kind of like jokingly. Well, I don't know, not joking. I'm just saying about how, nobody's surprised that Gina Diamond was a scammer and doing all that because look who she come in on the coattails of. You know what I mean? Sloppy Molly. I mean, she watched her do it. You know what I mean? She watched Marissa con her way through the streets. So why the hell wouldn't she? I mean, what do you mean? Hey, Be Still. Hello, hello. Well, I'm gonna play some of it. I screen record some of it. I got to first say because I struck her for using my picture one time, Jilly Bean or what, I can't remember all the details, but anyway, they took her video down. So I just want to make sure I say fair use on this because I don't want that ever trying to, get me for using her content because that's not what this is about. This is about hopefully you'll listen to this and see how stupid you sound. Okay, so this video is going to be under the fair use copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Analysis is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research, and making you see how stupid you sound. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. Okay, we're going. Yeah, the $300. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you one thing I discovered about. I don't either, but I when I saw her go live and I can't remember the title. Let's talk about this. I figured it was going to be in response to Queen Bee's last night. But I'm going to tell you one thing I discovered. Well, not one thing, but one of many I discovered that she is a lot like Marissa when they hold their money. The people that give them money, they hold them close to their chest because when she found out this woman was getting money from a heavy-handed person that I guess donates to her, she got all pissed off and tried to get the lady's money back. So Shelby Lynn, hey love, hey Paige Davis, how are you guys? Truth Seeker knows, hey babe. That's okay. You can call me Barnyard. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Just don't call me late for dinner. Hey Pink, how are you, sugar? It's a rainy day here. I'm going to my mom's tomorrow, so. Okay, so I'm going to back up for a minute. The lady that I've been taking my mom to, thank you, I hate peas. I've been taking my mom to see in the nursing home. Well, I found out last night that she's been put in hospice. So when I took my mom to see her a couple of weeks ago, she's has hearing aids. So I told my mom, I said, let me just go get her. It was a nice day. And I said, I'll bring her outside and we can sit out here because I hate having to talk so loud because she has a roommate. So anywho, I get my mom settled outside. They had a nice pavilion. I get my mom settled and I go in and I go to the nurse's desk and I said, I'm here to see Miss Lindell. I said, how's she doing? And they said, oh, she's doing good. So anyway, I go to her room and when I get to her room, she's sitting in the doorway and she's in her wheelchair and she looks worse than she did when I saw her before, but she's holding a pillow up to her chest, and she was asleep, just slobbering. And she was like, didn't even know me, and it was very startling to see her like that. But anyway, I kind of, talked to her and told her mama was outside. And so I said, I'm going to take you up. We're going to go outside and see it. Well, I start rolling her to the front door where you have to check out. I mean, get buzzed out to get out of that place. And I was up there trying to figure out how to do it. And when I turned around, bless it, you guys, she was in there, had that damn wheelchair going back. She was rolling those wheels backwards. She's like, I don't know who this crazy heifer is with pink hair, but she ain't freaking taking me out those doors. She was like trying to back out. And, thank you, Three Secret Notes, and goes to her, hey, Lisa Jones. And she's trying to head her ass out to go back to her room. And I said, no. I said, my mama's out. I knew once she saw mom, she'd be okay. And if she wouldn't have been, I would have brought her back in there. But anyway, I finally get us out the door. And as soon as she saw my mom, her face smiled the best way she could. And then stopped. And then she knew who I was. And so I go in. We had taken some nabs and chocolate. I gave her a piece of chocolate and visited with them for a little bit. And I said, Mom, I'm going to go in and put this stuff in her room and talk to the nurses. So when I went in, I left them two sitting outside, and I went in and I asked the nurse, I said, I'm going to go put this in her room. How's she been doing? And she said, what is that stuff? And I said, oh, just napkins, Kleenexes and nabs and chocolate. And, she can't have food. And I said, why? She said, oh, she's on a liquid diet. And I said, oh, why? And she said, because she doesn't have her teeth in. And I'm thinking, oh, my God, that's why she freaking has lost so much weight. So, guys, I don't know how most places are, but in this nursing home, there's no specialty doctors. She has Medicare and TRICARE. Her ex-husband was in the service. And so I used to work for a doctor that she come to see. And I know her insurance pays well. Medicare and TRICARE pays very well. And so it's very sad because I know that, if she does have family, but if they give two craps about her, they would go and take her to these doctors that don't go into a nursing home and see patients, and get her dentures and get her hearing aid updated, all that stuff, so she can hear and she could eat. But her family put her over there and threw her away and forgot about her, and it's just freaking sad. But anyway, I said, well, I gave her some chocolate. They said it's okay as long as it melts in her mouth. So you guys, I go in her room, and I guess she doesn't have a roommate anymore. The curtain's pulled, but I never saw nobody over there. Anyway, she had a little brand new refrigerator on top of her dresser, and I opened it, and it still had the tape inside. It had never had one thing in it, but her dressers was just like filthy. Anyway, I cleaned all that out and organized her stuff. And whenever I go back out, I asked them, I said, this, nobody comes and sees her. And she said, honey, you and your mom are the only two people I've seen in about a year that's coming to see her. That is so sad. She's got a son that lives 10 minutes away, at least 10 grandchildren. It is so sad, you guys. So freaking. And she's got a daughter. Now, her daughter did go see her, but she told somebody that her mother was mean, was riding her butt the whole time she was there. So she doesn't have to deal with that. So anyway, that's that. So anyway, I found out last night they put her on hospice. So I'm going to go and we're going to go visiting again. So anyhow, I'm going to my mom's tomorrow, and I'm going to try to find out some stuff on Rasheen Carter also while I'm up there. Yeah, so whenever I come back, I left the nurse's desk, and I was going to go outside and get my mom and bring them in, and they were already sitting in the lobby. And I said, oh, Mom, how'd y'all get in? She said, well, she said it started getting a little cool, and she said, so we come in. So we sit out there, and we had one of the nurses come and take pictures, and I visited with her, and I acted silly and danced. She used to give me she would buy me at Christmas, she would buy me themed panties, and I didn't wear panties back then, but she would buy me like hot stuff. It'd have stuff written on the butt of them, and every year I could count on getting something like that. So we have that kind of relationship. So she expects me to be silly, and so I was like dancing around, and she made a face. I knew, excuse me, you guys, I still got this congestion from when I was sick. But hey, Forgotten Whispers and Juju Positive, Philly Girl 72, Shelby Lynn. So anyway, it's just so sad. I don't know how anybody could live with herself. You know what I mean? Her son, it breaks my heart. I mean, it's so sad, so sad. But, you know, I told my mother, she said, you know, she was so sad after we left there. It's so hard to see her like that, you know, but um, it's just, I don't understand people, you know. I don't care if she wasn't, oh, thank you, True Secret. I don't care if she wasn't the best mother. You know, I really think that anybody that has children, you do the best you can at the time with what you have and what you know. I don't think anybody intends to be, well, not anybody, but most people, 98% of people don't intend to be bad parents. They don't want to be bad parents. You know what I mean? People are people. We're human. We make mistakes, and there's no, you know, I don't care if she's should be shown some grace. I don't know her. I didn't know her as she was mothering her children. I know her as a grandmother, and I know her as a friend to my mother and another lady that they're real good friends with. And she's a very giving, and she loved my daddy, and very giving, always bringing something to my mom. And she would give you her last dollar, and she did do that for her grandchildren. That's the lady that I know. So what happened prior to her children deciding that, you know, they have a dealio with her and they don't want, you know, what happened, whatever their childhood was, I don't know. But I don't see her changing and becoming the lady that I know her to be, and then just being something totally opposite from that, you know, and being a shitty person. I just don't see that. But I'm not saying that she was the best parent. I don't know. I've heard stories, but, you know, good God, we all make mistakes, and her children are no exception to that rule. So anyway, they're going to be old one day also. So, hey, Spivey, good to see you, babe. Good to see you. Forgotten Whispers, hey, doll. So, okay, let me get old Jilly Bean. Let me get that old heifer going over here. Let me get let me get a charger for my phone. I'll just pull the chair up. So yeah, so she was like, you know, and it doesn't take much, you guys. It doesn't take much to be kind. That's what I said. It's so much easier to be, you know, it's not hard to be a good person. I mean, shit, it takes, really and truthfully, it takes less effort to be a good person than it does to be a bad person, a shitty person. So, you know, I don't know. Okay. Alrighty, let's see here. I'm just going to play it off my phone because I screen recorded it while I was cleaning my necklaces. Okay, yeah, it's 19 minutes. So
talking to you. Oops. That's who I'm fucking talking to. Talking to you.
Okay, I just started it somewhere.
That's who I'm talking to. Send her back for $575 fucking dollars. That's not okay. You just worry how, you know, she asked.
Okay, I don't know who she's talking about, but somebody, I'm sorry I didn't catch the name, wasn't really listening that much to find out their names. Absolutely, Pink. Honor your mother and father. I mean, my gosh, especially if you're still fortunate enough to have your mother and father with you. Oh gosh, somebody sent me a 99 super chat thing. Especially if you're fortunate enough to have your mother or your dad or both with you. My God, honor them and love them while you can. You know what I mean? And you know, how can you not show some grace knowing that, hey, Ginger Lux moms, hey, Christy and Janice, and anybody else missed? Ginger Lux, are you still in the hospital? You guys say a prayer for our little Ginger Lux. She's had to go to the hospital again today. Hey, Mom's Jeans, Carly, how are you, baby? Hey, a wild German lady. Oh, I've been missing seeing you, wild German lady. I've been missing you. I sure have. Oh, okay. Let's see. All right, you guys. Okay, here we go. So anyway, I don't know who she's talking about. It's a subscriber that would go in her chats, and she started out talking about Gina Diamond. Now, I didn't record that, but she does repeat herself. So apparently Gina, you know, said that her father died and that she needed money to put him away. And as soon as she told Sloppy Molly that, Sloppy Molly felt like she, there was something not right with the story. So they fell out. So not surprising. Marissa comes in chat and starts talking also in this. Oops. Okay.
15 minutes of the conversation. That's who I'm fucking talking to. Send her back for $575 fucking dollars. That's not okay. You just Victoria how, she asked for things, like her way of trying to get some money, okay? Don't you?
Oops, shit. Sorry, guys. Crap.
Her way of trying to get some money, okay? Don't you know in the first 10, 15 minutes of the conversation, she says, that's what's wrong. She's the reason why people like me that struggle can't make any money, because she just takes advantage of it and this, that, and the third. Sorry about this old guy job.
Gosh, can you guys believe that? So she's sitting here talking about this lady that supposedly scammed this woman out of $500, and she's sitting here e-begging every other freaking word out of her damn mouth. She needs to go where Marissa's at. Get the hell out of here.
Bye again, please. Two doggy dog music. Anyway, with that being said, 10, 15 minutes in the conversation, she says, she messed it up for people like me. Like, I'm struggling right now. I can't even afford to buy my grandson, which is 3 years old or something, a birthday gift. And what does, not knowing who the fuck she is, okay? Navy Vet says, Christy, what's your cash at? I thought in my head for a quick second, I ain't gonna lie, like, oh my God, don't tell me that this bitch just wanna try to do some dumb shit. But then I was like, okay, it's for a little kid. Okay, Navy Vet. She blessed her. I said nothing. It's none of my business what Navy Vet spends her money on. Although, if I find out she's getting taken advantage of, I'm going to do the right thing. Mm-hmm. I love Navy Vet, okay? And I care about her. Mm-hmm. Hey, Stacey, how are you?
Sure you do. You like that?
Hey, Stone Gator. Hey, Squirrely Girly. Hi, everyone. Earth Angel. So, we talked for about 30 minutes, 20, 30 minutes.
Rebecca, hello.
She heard everything that I just said to you guys. Then she got her 75 for her son's birthday gift. Then it was like, oh, Nita, I love you. I always see you in chats, and I always say I want her in my chat. And I was thinking to myself, damn, why do you want her chat? Like, in your chat, like, is it because you see her, bless people? Like, what? Like, I didn't know what it is, but they actually, exchanged information or whatever, and they were talking to each other. I have the screenshots. I see the text messages. Hello, Alice, Joyous, Jess, how are you? I see that.
Yeah, those damn birds.
This is what it was. It was like...
Yes, Bobby, Jelly Bean.
No, I don't have any gas. I only had $9, and it takes diesel. And I don't even have money to go pick up my grandson. So what does Navy Vet do? Sends her a little bit more cash for gas, so she can go pick up her grandson. But that wasn't good enough, because now her grandson has no food. She only has a Clementine, a Powerade, a piece of bread left in that loaf of bread she had, and she just drank her last Diet Dr. Pepper. So what does Navy Vet do? Says, put some food in your house for you and that kid. And gives her another plus $300 more. $300.
No, listen to this, guys. This is crazy.
75 for the gift, and then 50 for the gift. Then she goes live.
Simon.
And she talks about how people are talking about her, and she doesn't want them to know that it's hurting her feelings, but it really is. But she can't show it. And they're calling her e-beggar and a scammer and a liar and da-da. So Navy Vet feels bad. Boom. Sends some members, gifted memberships on her channel, and then sends her another fucking $50 talking about fuck them haters. And then another one just because you're great. Okay? This was all on
Freeside.
Friday and Saturday. Okay? Friday and Saturday. She met her Wednesday, got $75 in the first fucking 10-15 minutes. Friday, she got another fucking, I think it was 400, and then.
Is it just me, or does she sound pissed? She sounds so jelly-faced that she wasn't the one getting the money, like 1, 2, 3 Rebecca said. You know what I mean? Embarrassing.
Saturday, she got
Harmony Hungry. Hey, babe. Tragedy
$575
Pill.
fucking dollars in 3 days. So I was live. And
just let me say this also. First of all, there should be some responsibility on Navy vet. I mean, she's a grown-ass woman. You know what I mean? If she's, maybe this isn't the place for her, but, she should be. Is she that? I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't know who Navy vet. I know I've heard Marissa call her name out a bunch and all that. She must be a good gifter because Marissa's been hollering her name for several years now. But, if she wants to give her money to people, it's her damn money to give, surely she knows. She's seen Marissa's sad face so much that she should know what it's about. So I think there should be some responsibility on Navy vet. Personally, hell, I'm just saying.
I was ready to get off, and Justin had mentioned to me about I should get some vodka or whatever. So I was going to get us a bar, get me some vodka so I could just swish it around in my mouth.
Listen to this shit.
And hold on a second, thank you.
I assume she had a toothache or something. I don't know. Running Bear. Come on, Jelly Belly.
No one named Earth Angel join Patreon. No one named Earth Angel join Patreon.
That's Marissa messaging her.
What that was about, but nobody had the name of Earth Angel join Patreon. So, with that being said, she goes, if you need food, Jill, I just blessed Christy with food, so I'll bless you. And I was like, wait, what? I'm good, Davey. Wait.
Listen to this shit.
It's not my business, but what do you mean you gave her money for food? Because I know that she has a fiance and she lives in a big, beautiful home on like a lake with an in-ground pool. She just got back from vacation. Shit, she bought gifts for people. I was one of them. Never received it. I never received something I won too from her either. So that could be a scam, right, guys? But that's a different story. So I said, no. What did you give her? I thought I heard 75. But when she said all together, I said, yes. What did you give her? When she told me 575, I said, I'll call you back. I flipped the fuck out and I hung up on her and I called her right away. She didn't answer. She wouldn't.
I've got to say, I would give Jilly Bean kudos if it was appropriate, because it sounds like she's a very concerned person. She doesn't like people getting taken advantage of, but the longer she talks, you can tell that she's pissed off that somebody else is getting what was hers, what she thinks is hers. I'm sorry, it just sounds exactly like that.
So I blew her phone up like a maniac, and then I just started going in on messages. Finally, 30 minutes later, she wants to, I don't know, she grew some balls or something, and she said, first of all, who are you talking to? I said, I'm talking to you.
Oh, she's a badass.
That's who I'm talking to. Send her back her $575 fucking dollars. That's not okay. You just took advantage. We just got done telling you a story what this other person did, and you did the same exact fucking thing in the first 10, 15 fucking minutes. And I should have fucking caught on to that. But I let it slide because it was for your fucking grandson. But I didn't know you were going to go behind my back, get her phone number, and fucking call her.
Behind her back.
Fucking shit.
So she owns that girl.
I want her to have her fucking money back now. But I told her I was going to call the fucking cops for her fucking scamming ass. Better get the fuck back. Well, she wouldn't. Every fucking time I told her every time I told her how much to give her, she wouldn't give her back. Finally, it was a fucking $300. And now that I think about it, it's not fucking right. It's not fucking right. You can keep that fucking 75 for your fucking grandson and be a fucking blessing. But guess what? You get paid on the 21st, and you need to send back that $200. If you want to be a decent fucking human being, send it to us back. She just took advantage of somebody who is on a fixed income, an older woman that does nothing but nice things for people. You took advantage of that in 3 fucking days. You got what you got out of it. And it pisses me off. Exactly, Marissa. And then I wasn't going to go to the internet with it.
Oh, okay.
All right, if you send her something, if you send her that 300, I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna fucking drop it.
A blank space.
I'm gonna drop it. I ain't gonna say nothing about it. But then the Dizzle found out about it.
Oh, hell. Dizzle Fizzle found out.
The Dizzle went to her and just asked her. Didn't accuse her, just asked her word from word. Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you say that you only had 1 Clementine in your refrigerator and you just drank your last Dr. Pepper word from word? Did you say that you didn't have money to buy your grandson a birthday gift and she sent you money for this? She fucking lied straight up and then called David a scammer.
Okay, so in the very beginning of her live, Julie Bell, she was talking about how Mother's Day is, this weekend or coming up, and how, she's lost, her parents have been gone 5 years, and how sad. So she thinks she's just going to get a hotel room, and she needs like $140 for that. So, I mean, she's on there basically saying all that, wanting people to send her down money. Come on. Oh my God, this, you just can't make this stuff up.
That pissed me off. So I said, fuck it, all bets are off now. And when I screenshotted it, the message, well, there's a screenshot.
Oh my God,
send me that she said no, she didn't say none of this. I sent it back to her and I said, are you fucking serious, lying to her like that? The fuck you mean? She didn't answer me because she knew she got fucking caught. And that pissed me more off. So that's why I'm gonna fuck here right now, fucking saying it again for those in the back that wants to tell the fucking story, say it the fucking right. One, it's not Molly's fault that anybody fucking took advantage of somebody else. These are grown ass fucking people.
Exactly, bitch. Exactly. Listen,
she hasn't fucking talked to Gina in fucking weeks. She was in fucking Greece when most of this fucking happened, and when she had her father pass away, she just got done fucking saying goodbye to her own fucking mother and had her own shit going on. How the fuck is it her fault?
Okay, let me tell you how it's her fault, Julie Bean, you stupid heifer. It's her fault because she told the whole community and everybody in Patreon that her mother was gone. She's gone. So she lied about her mama dying about a week and a half before her mother actually died. She took money from people under the pretense that her mother had passed away already. She's still running the narrative that I called her mother a bitch, which I had never done, would never do. That's not who I am. So, of course, Gina thought, why wouldn't I do it? Well, she learned from the best. Okay, bitch? That's how. That's why people think it's Molly's fault, okay?
Didn't accuse her, just ask her word from word. Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you say that you only had 1 Clementine in your refrigerator and you just drank your last Dr. Pepper word from word? Did you say that you didn't have money to buy your grandson a birthday gift and she sent you?
Forgotten Whispers, I don't know who she's talking about. I'll go back. I think maybe 1, 2, 3. Rebecca, do you know who she's talking about? Who took the money? I know Navy Vet was the one giving the money, and Gina also scammed people. But who is she talking about? This particular person, because I didn't catch her name.
Money for this. She fucking lied straight up, and then called David a scammer. So that pissed me off. So I said, "Fuck it, all bets are off now."
0 Jules.
And when I screenshotted it. The message, well, there's a screenshot of it.
Oh, wait a minute. She's talking about Christy Payne. Christy Payne's the one that took the money from Navy Vet.
Send me that she said no, she didn't say none of this. I sent it back
exactly,
to her
Simon.
And I said, are you fucking serious, lying to her like that?
Got it, girl.
The fuck you mean? She didn't answer me because she knows she got fucking caught.
Okay.
And that pissed me more off. So that's why I'm the fuck here right now, fucking saying it again for those in the back that wants to tell the fucking story. Say it the fucking right.
Well, bitch, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not in the back. I'm right here in front, and I couldn't tell the story right because I wasn't half listening to you. I don't know who you're talking about now. I do because somebody told me, but it don't matter if we get it right or not because I'm gonna tell you something. Us getting it wrong, it sounds a hell of a lot better than the damn truth. You guys are all e-beggars.
One, it's not Molly's fault that anybody fucking took advantage of somebody else. These are grown ass fucking people. She can't fucking. She hasn't fucking talked to Gina in fucking weeks. She was in fucking Greece when most of this fucking happened, and when she had her father pass away, she just got done fucking saying goodbye to her own fucking mother and had her own shit going on. How the fuck is it her fault? Please explain that to me.
I already did, Heifer. Clean your ears out.
Shit. I'm sick of having these disgusting felons, liars, and straight up trash in my house. Yeah.
And that's Marissa telling her that.
She just trashy ass people belong together.
So she's fixing to read you guys. Read the chat. What Marissa's saying. Just listen to this. This is very rich.
Be best friends. Joy. I have no reason to lie about this. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Exactly.
Oh my Lord.
No, I didn't go to Cash App, y'all. I didn't go to Cash App and ask for the money back because Cash App ain't gonna give money back. I went to the source. The person who.
Well, bitch, you couldn't have went to Cash App anyway. You didn't give her the money.
From Navy that. I went right to her and said, "Give it the fuck back." When my mother died, nobody else's problems matter. Exactly.
No, nobody else's problem when her mother died. Well, baby. Look, this is funny. Why would Gina Diamond Gina Zucchini, Cubic Zucchini not think that she could pull that? I mean, her father supposedly died a year ago, and she had a fundraiser for him then, and then he died again. Why wouldn't she think that you could do that? I mean, she watched Marissa say that her mother died twice within a month. I mean, shit.
What the hell? You ain't thinking about nobody else. Look, my father's been going 10 years. My mother's been going 5. Fuck, I still fucking think about it. It still fucks with me. Mother's Day this weekend, I'm trying to go get a fucking hotel. Trying to get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Well, I hope you get enough money, baby. You can go.
Who's your hero? Go ask Alice. I'm not. I hope you're not talking about me. I don't want to be
somebody
here.
blowing her head up. Marissa just said, "I don't want to be here." Listen.
Who's your hero? Go ask Alice. I'm not. I hope you're not talking about me. I don't want to be here.
Okay, Truth, stick your nose. Love you. Good night. Sleep tight.
Marissa, I know exactly what you're going through. It's fucking hard. It's,
So she thinks that Marissa's talking about she don't want to be here because Mother's Day's coming up, but that's not what Marissa tells her. That's not what she meant.
Sucks is that I don't even have family to go to. And I got 3 fucking siblings, 2 don't give a fuck, and 1 I don't even talk to.
Well, baby, most families are like that.
So it's just me and my Facebook family, and my YouTube family. That's what it is.
Not an exception to the rule.
And Ryan. And that poor guy, he's been working and working and working and working and working. And we're trying to get our fucking a place. Like, every fucking dime that we make.
Here comes E-begging.
It goes towards bills and a new place. I say this is just for extra money. This is what I want to buy my tampons with and my deodorant and my food.
Oh, my God.
Like that.
Oh, my God.
This is some extra shit.
Fucking tampons and deodorant.
I'm talking about YouTube. I'm okay.
So Marissa says I'm talking about YouTube. She didn't want to be here. And
it's just crazy when you tell a story and other people want to tell it themselves, and it's like, where the fuck did you get that story at? I don't get it.
Well, you know, your leader is notorious for reading people's comments in chat and running with it like it's the damn gospel and creating her own stories. So there you go.
Nobody else money to get to me. We didn't send Gina money to get her father's ashes, and she did something else with it. We didn't do all that. Thank you for the $5 cash app. I appreciate you, Cecilia and Sweetie. I appreciate you. Thank you. It will go towards my hotel for the weekend. I promise you that. But, like, you're going to tell the story. Tell it right. Shit. I'm sick of it.
Oh, really?
And then to blame another person for somebody, a grown-ass woman's actions is even more ridiculous. Come on. How you gonna blame Mom? Shame on Molly. Shame on Molly what? The fuck did she do?
Breathe.
She didn't fucking tell her to do this shit. She didn't know what was fucking going on until fucking we told her. And we didn't want to tell her at first. She could have known a lot sooner. We just didn't want to bother her with this shit because she has other shit she has.
Protect your leader.
But eventually we had to tell her.
Oh, you did?
I felt it. I knew she was up to something.
Marissa.
I just wasn't sure. I'm sick of the sickos. Exactly.
Marissa, sick of the sickos.
Listen, guys, there was times where she was in my panel.
Listen to this, guys.
She was dropping her links. She made money, and I didn't. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. She was dropping her links. She made money, and I didn't.
Golly, how embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for her.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
What was that? How much she has yet to pay? Listen, she got $575 out of her. She gave back $300. That's all I was able to get her back.
Listen to this shit.
And then another thing is, Faith had told me that she gets paid on the 21st from YouTube, so she should be responsible to pay the rest back. But Navy Vet was being okay. Navy Vet is still being, even though all this just happened to her, she's still being.
And I say again,
giving.
Navy Vet is a grown-ass woman. I'm sorry. She's been giving apparently for years now. She's a grown-ass woman. Who are you to go and collect her dues, which they're not even her dues? I mean, the girl never even asked her for money, apparently.
Saying, okay, you can keep the $75 for your grandson's birthday gift. Keep it. Just the $200. Send the $200 back. You want to redeem yourself? I will, Bobby. Cash app, send the $200 back, and it will be done and over with. See, I heard some things about her. She was nothing but nice to me. She was a sweet person. I can't say anything else about her
girl.
other than this shit.
This is almost over, too.
You know? But I knew it was a fucking lie. And then she told... After I text her and told her to get that money back, she's going to text fucking Navy Vet talking about what's going on. Joey says she's going to call the cops on me and go to YouTube if I don't give you the money back. I never asked you for that money. And Navy Vet responds like, Joey told me that your husband, your husband, fiance, husband, boyfriend, whatever the fuck he is. You live with him. You just got back from vacation for a week. And, she goes, I'm not with him anymore. I didn't go on vacation with him. You're a fucking liar. And let me tell you how much of a liar you are. You lied about so much that you forgot about what you lied about because you were with him, because you called me from there the first fucking night talking about Dick is at the bar. I just came out to smoke a cigarette. I got 5 minutes to talk to you. Tell me about what's up. I think it was something that got to do with YouTube. To be honest with you, tell me what's up. So you told me he was there. You said it on your live too, if I'm not mistaken. And then you came back and showed everything you bought and everything you bought for somebody else, souvenirs, me included, that still never got, and I don't want. Okay? But, you know what? She does owe me something, though, because she did, like, a raffle thing, and I paid money into that raffle to win something for my niece, and it was, what, 4 months ago? Still haven't fucking got it. Every time I spoke to her, I'm going to the mailbox on Monday.
Oh, my
I'm going to
God.
the mailbox on Monday. Fucking send that shit to me. How about that? But I heard she's, you know, I hear a lot of stuff about how she's a liar. She scammed people on makeup on Facebook and this, that, and third. She just is, I don't know. She just never did anything wrong. She was nothing but sweet to me. And I'm the type of person is, you know, that was just a rumor to me. I didn't see proof, you know. I want to see shit happen to myself. I give people chances. I'm not a bad person.
Okay.
But damn, I didn't talk to her a lot. Talking to you. That's who I'm fucking talking to. Send her back for $575 fucking dollars. That's not okay. You just for how, you know, she asked for it. Like her way of trying to get some money, okay? Don't you know in the first 10, 15 minutes of the conversation, she says, that's what's wrong. She's the reason why people like me that struggle can't make any money, because she just takes advantage of it and this, that, and the third. Sorry about this old guy driving by again, please. Keep going, don't use this.
Can you believe she just said that, you guys? Wow.
So with that being said, 10, 15 minutes of the conversation, she says, she messed it up for people like me. Like, I'm struggling right now. I can't even afford to buy my grandson, which is 3 years old or something, a birthday gift. And what does, not knowing who the fuck she is, okay? Maybe that says, Christy, what's your cash at? I thought in my head for a quick second, I ain't gonna lie, like, oh my God, don't tell me that this bitch just wanna try to do some dumb shit. But then I was like, okay, it's for a little kid. Okay, maybe that. She blessed her, I said nothing. It's none of my business what maybe that spends her money on. Although.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, but didn't we just, oh shit. Didn't we just hear her say that a few minutes ago that she didn't know that whenever she found out that,
talking to you.
Shit. When she found out that she had sent her that money, she got all upset. And now she just got through saying that she was in chat whenever she hooked her up with for the first time. Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong, because I think Jelly Bean is sitting here lying herself.
Send her back for $575 fucking dollars. That's not okay. You just for how, you know, she asked for it. Like
exactly, Zero Jules.
Of trying to get some money, okay? Don't you know in the first 10, 15 minutes of the conversation, she says, that's what's wrong. She's the reason why people like me that struggle can't make any money, because she just takes advantage of it and this, that, and the third. Sorry about this old guy driving by again, please. Keep going, don't use this.
But she's got to say that every time.
Anyway,
yeah, that's right.
So
Harmony Hungry Halo Hippie.
That's in the conversation, she says. She messed it up for people like me. Like, I'm struggling right now. I can't even afford to buy my grandson, which is 3 years old or something, a birthday gift. And what does...
Sorry, I think I accidentally rewound it.
Who the fuck she is, okay? Maybe that says, Christy, what's your cash at? I thought in my head for a quick second, I ain't gonna lie, like, oh my God, don't tell me that this bitch just wanna try to do some dumb shit. But then I was like, okay, it's for a little kid. Okay. I
think a quick second. She said she thought in her head a quick second. I think that's all that brain of her allows is a quick second.
Maybe that she blessed.
Hey, punches my radar.
It's not my business what maybe that spends our money on. Although If I find out she's getting taken advantage of, I'm going to do the right thing. I love meaning that, okay? And I care about her.
I'm going to
Hey,
do the right
Sage, how
thing
are you?
and make sure that she gives
Hey,
nobody
Sophie,
money but
hey,
me.
girly. Hi, everyone. Earth Angel. So, we talked for about 30 minutes, 20, 30 minutes on the phone. She heard everything that I just said to you guys. Then she got her 75 for her son's birthday gift. Then it was like, oh, Lisa, I love you. I
know, right, Zero Jules?
In chats, and I always say I want her in my chat. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, why do you want her chat? Like, in your chat, like, is it because you see her, bless people? Like, what? Like, I didn't know.
Wow.
What it is.
Wow.
They actually, exchanged information or whatever, and they were talking to each other. I have the screenshots. I see the text messages. Hello, Gomez, Alice. How you doing? I see this. Victoria, Jess, how are you? I see them, okay? This is what it was. This is what it was. It was like, no, I don't have any gas. I only had $9, and it takes diesel. And I don't even have money to go pick up my grandson. So what does Navy Vet do? Sends her a little bit of more cash for gas, so she can go pick up her grandson. But that wasn't good enough, because now her grandson has no food. She only has a Clementine, a Powerade, a piece of bread left in that loaf of bread she had, and she just drank her last Diet Dr. Pepper. So what does Navy Vet do? Says, put some food in your house for you and that kid. And gives her another blessing. $300 more. $300. On top of the 75 for the gift, and then the 50 for the gift. Then she goes live. And she talks about how people are talking about her, and she doesn't want them to know that it's hurting her feelings, but it really is, but she can't show it. And they're calling her an e-beggar and a scammer and a liar and da-da. So anyways, that feels bad. Boom. Sends some members, gifted memberships on her channel, and then sends her another fucking $50 all about fuck them haters. And then another one just because you're great. Okay? This was all on Friday and Saturday. Okay? Friday and Saturday. She met her Wednesday, got $75 in the first fucking 10-15 minutes. Friday, she got another fucking
Really? I didn't know that Golden Gypsy was begging too.
Saturday, she got another $575 fucking dollars in 3 days.
Oh shit, I started that over, guys. Hey, I'm sorry. Let me get to
she made money, and I didn't.
Okay, I'm getting to the end of it. Shit.
See, I heard some things about her. She was nothing but nice to me. She was a sweet person. I can't say anything else about her.
Got it, girl.
You know? But I knew it was a fucking lie. And then she told...
Yep, Zero Jules, they're not playing.
I text her and told her to get that money back. She's going to text fucking Native at talking about what's going on. Joey says she's going to call the cops on me and go to YouTube if I don't give you the money back. I never asked you for that money. And Native at responds like, Joey told me that your husband, your husband, fiance, husband, boyfriend, whatever the fuck he is, you live with him. You just got back from vacation for a week. And, she goes, I'm not with him anymore. I didn't go on vacation with him. You're a fucking liar. And I'm going to tell you how much of a liar you are. You lied about so much that you forgot about what you lied about, because you were with him, because you called me from there the first fucking night talking about Dick is at the bar. I just came out to smoke a cigarette. I got 5 minutes to talk to you. Tell me about what's up. I think it was something.
So Julie Bean has got a wish list. Is that what you guys are saying?
She did like a raffle thing, and I put those on Monday. Fucking send that shit to me. How about
Okay, all right, we've done heard it all. All that I screen recorded. There was more to it, but that's all that I listened to. It just makes me sick to my stomach. I mean, here she is defending Marissa, and Marissa wouldn't piss on her if she was on fire. Marissa saw her best friend of 1 month, Gina, struggling and used Jilly once. Yep, that's right. She was banned off YouTube. Did Marissa really help those people? Nope, she used it. Exactly. Earlier, she was talking when she was in there blowing Marissa up. Jilly Bean said, you know, Marissa used to be, you know, she helped Gina. She gave her $300 to buy groceries. And I even heard her one time myself ask her, do you need anything for your cats, to feed your cats? And she's like, no, I've got some food for them. She said, but Marissa's giving her, you know, I know $300 just here and there. And she said, I would be sitting here and my phone would go off and it would be ding, cash out. And it would be from Marissa saying, just because I love you. So that's just how Marissa is, she says. She's just a very giving person. Bitch, get out of here. Quite frankly, I don't know about you, Ginger Locks, and other people. I never got a cash out from her. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I think Gina's been running that scam on Facebook long before she come to, you know, YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. And Jilly Bean was saying earlier that Gina took the money and did drugs, was taking people's money and doing drugs. So, if I'm not mistaken, that's what I heard. Well, you don't have to be monetized, Ginger Locks, because she just hit her cash up, baby. Because Jilly Bean's not monetized. I guess she's got a whole ass gift list and those are her cash up out there. Smiles. She's keeping tab on that money. She's wanting to make sure that she gets. I mean, man, I was third level embarrassed for her. Like just sitting there, Gina also goes to pantries for food. Yep. Jilly was e-begging on Keek and Molly's chat for money to go visit Molly when Gina went to harass the lady during the funeral. Really? Well, so I heard from somebody that Jilly and Marissa kind of had a falling out because I guess Jilly didn't go see Marissa whenever she went. And she said the reason she didn't, now I'm paraphrasing here, but basically the reason she didn't is she didn't think that she would live up to Marissa's standards or something. So I don't know. Does anybody know any more about that? But apparently they've made up to be able to, they fell out, but now they're back hate bonded because it serves them to talk about people scamming. Yeah. Exactly. 1, 2, 3, Rebecca, you're right. I love me some taters. I ain't never met a tater I didn't like. Sorry, I had to throw some clothes in the wash. Wait a minute. Oh, Jilly Bean, go. Just ask me. I will tell you. Okay, well, tell us, girl. Tell us. Did you and Marissa have a falling out? Because listen, Jilly Bean, let me just take it from me. I will be glad to share with you what I think. Take it from me. Marissa's just using you. She's not a friend to no one. And if you haven't been able to see through her by now, then there's no chance for me wasting my breath telling you anything, But so that's just what I heard. I heard from somebody in chat that, or somebody's live, that you guys fell out. Just saying. And Jelly Bean, you are, and if you don't know this, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, because nobody else is going to tell you. Whenever you go live and you talk, I'm not going to drop a link because I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm fixing to go to bed, take a bath, and go to bed. But whenever you're on your live and you're asking for, or you're saying, let me just say this, you didn't ask for it. I heard you say, I only need like $140. Okay, that's considered e-begging. Whenever you say that, Gina made more money than you made, that comes across as you e-begging. I'm sorry, I have never once ever asked somebody to give me anything on here. I've never talked about being in dire situations and needing it. When you do that, that's considered e-begging. I'm just putting it out there for you. Just, you could have a good channel of just going there and be yourself, but you can't expect, this ain't a job, honey. This ain't a job. YouTube is not a job. There is some creators that are fortunate enough to have it, make a living off of it, but it's not a job for most people. And you can't just start out from jump start like you have. I mean, you haven't had a channel for 6 months yet. You can't go and expect to be getting paid or getting money for it. That's not how this goes. You are called a creator for a reason. You have to create content. You have to, my content tonight was talking about how ridiculous you sounded on your live and me reacting to it. So you have to have content. I know you say you don't want to be in the drama, but you're probably going to do better on, I'm sure the channel that, sadly, this is true, but the chats that you go live and you talk about and you tell the truth about this, Christy Payne and the whole money situation, that's probably going to be one of your best viewed, besides the ones that you had Sloppy Molly on. That's probably going to be one of your best viewed videos. So sadly, this is the market we're in. Okay, Jill Bean, whatever you say. I'm just saying. I said don't quote me on this. Okay, well, that's fine. I said I stand corrected if I was wrong. Maybe somebody else said that, but I heard somebody say something about she was on drugs. I didn't say you did say. I didn't say you did ask for money. You can like Molly all you want. I mean, it's your prerogative, honey. You'll learn just like everybody else. But anytime you go on here and you start talking about, how, you're having a hard time making it, all that, that's e-begging, baby. That's what that's called, sad fishing. You're sad fishing for somebody to send you money. And listen, where do you think that Navy vet has any responsibility herself for, first of all, if she's that gullible and she's that naive, then her family should have her get off of YouTube. If she can't control herself and she just throws that kind of money at somebody that she just met, I mean, there's some responsibility that should be had with her, also. And I'm just going to tell you the truth. It sounded a lot like you were jealous that somebody else was getting the money and you weren't. I'm just saying, and I'm not the only one that thought that, Jilly Bean. I'm not the only one that thought that. Other people in chat thought that too. The old saying is, if it fits, lace it up and wear it, baby. And usually don't talk about this shit on my, I know you don't. I heard you say that you don't like doing the drama. I get that. But sadly, you're in the market to where I'm just saying, more than likely, that's going to be the live that does best for you. I'm just saying, it's across the board. Whenever, my videos that I talked about Sloppy Molly are my most viewed videos. It's just it is what it is. Right, I understand. I understand you want to take it. And I said earlier, I don't know if you heard it or not, but I said, I would like to give you kudos for being the kind of person that would defend a Navy vet for being taken advantage of. But I felt like I couldn't do that because I feel like, the only reason you're saying that is because you're upset that she got something you didn't get. And let me ask you this. So you were in chat whenever Christy Payne hit her up for, or talked about her didn't have money to buy her grandson a gift. You were there when that happened. Hey, Beth. Yes, I know she's a newbie, but you know, but she's been around long enough to know that she's been around long enough to go under my comment, under my videos, and talk about talk about my bush, and talk about she saw the pictures and all that crap. Talk crap about me. I mean, come under my own videos and left me trash comments. Yes, she did, and just kept coming back, Jilly Bean did. And I never done anything to you, Jilly Bean. I didn't know you from Adam's House Cat. But you went off of what Sloppy Molly said, and you tried to degrade and tear another woman down off of lies that was told by Molly Golightly. And I didn't know you from Adam. I never said one word to you, never sought you out or anything. But you felt the need to come under my videos when I am talking about how I was being slandered and done by Marissa. You felt the need to come under there and rag me and act like you knew that more than what I knew. So there's that also. Okay, well, okay, maybe you misspoke, but I've got it in black and white. I'll make sure I'll make sure I upload them. You did say that. Maybe you misspoke, but you did say that. But let's just say that you didn't say that. Let's say that you didn't say that. You did talk about degrade me and put me down. You most certainly did. And someone's asking about the NBA team, the NBA team that your baby daddy's brother signed in. Ball is live. Okay, somebody wants to support the team. I don't really have any questions for you, Julie Bean. I saw your character whenever you were confronted by Diane's channel about the things that you put under my videos that I had in black and white. I saw who you were then when you tried to deny it. Run back over to Molly's, go on panel with her and Justin and tell a completely different story than what really happened. So I know I'm not going to drop you a link. I don't want you on, I'm not going to drop you a link. I don't really care. I don't think you would tell the truth. I'm just being honest with you. I don't think you would tell the truth. And you're not going to gaslight me for sure. I mean, I come in your video, in your chat one day, and as soon as you see me, you start telling people to block me. Get her out of here. And I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't saying anything ugly or anything to you. So you want me to drop you a link? No, you're lucky you don't get blocked. That's what you did to me. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, well, I really don't care if you did see the pictures. I'm just going to be honest with you. But what I did care about was that, you were carrying that narrative, carrying it on. It wasn't just you. It was a bunch of other people that were Molly followers that thought it was funny to talk about and degrade and put another woman down. And I appreciate you saying that. I do appreciate that. No, honey, I'm not saying that. I never said I hadn't talked about you. Like I said, you are my content for this video. I am reacting to your stream from earlier. Okay, twin thing. Hey, Georgie Porgy. Twin thing, you make my heart sing. Yeah. Ask Marissa what you should do next. I'm sure she's got some great advice for you. And you better relish in that while you can, girl, because this is going to be short-lived. The longer she stays on Kick, the more distance it's going to grow between you guys. I promise you, you're going to be seeing the light very soon. I can feel it. Stacy Chit Chats. All right, you guys, I guess I'm going to get ready and close this thing up. I need to go take a bath and go to bed. I'm going to get up and leave early when my husband leaves in the morning and go to my mom's. But I appreciate all of you guys coming in and hanging out with me and visiting. And I hope y'all have a great week. I hope it's blessed. Don't forget, stay humble and kind. Diamond Cutter out. Thank you guys for coming in, and thank you all for the super chats and the sweetness. Love you guys.